All right, you guys. Lynn and I are on tonight because Crystal's on her hiatus with her family. I am Denise Manny. I'm not Crystal Pearl. I'm Denise Manny. And so Lynn and I are going to talk to you guys tonight. I'm actually going to have Lynn's going to start out. So I will hand it over to Lynn Carver Quinn.
Okay. Well, hi, everybody. For those that I don't know, because I saw a few names that I didn't recognize, I am Lynn Carver Quinn, Triple Diamond. And tonight, Denise and I are going to kind of tag team on mindset and then how to use that to maintain your loyal customers. So I want to start off with, I'm sure you've all heard Henry Ford's quote, "If you think you can, you can. And if you think you can't, you can't." And I want you to really think about that because that's the mindset that we have, right? So those of you that were at the team meeting last month, I'm just going to real quickly tell this little Brady Bunch story because I had the song going through my head because we're going to come back to that later. But so here's the story, and you can all make your own story, but mine goes, there was a lady named Lori who left a direct selling company to come to network marketing to make residual income. She met a gal named Crystal who thought if she made this an add-on service in her salon, if she ever got pregnant again and got on bed rest, it would help her not have to put everything on charge cards and get rid of some of the debt she had. She met a gal named Lynn who thought if she got to Ruby and could make $600 a month, that would have saved her house going into foreclosure. And she met a gal named Pam who thought if she made $800 a month, that would cover her student loan payment and she could spend some extra time with her kids, maybe one afternoon a week. So, just remember that because I'm going to come back to that. But the moral of that story is not one of the four of us came in and said, we're going to be diamond in 2 months and we're going to get rich quick. We all came in with a little bite-sized goal and we focused on that goal to get there. So the mindset that I want to talk to you about today is I'm reading this book and it's on being intentional, okay? So intention is defined as an act or instance of determining mentally upon some action or result. So to act in a specific way. So we need to be intentional, not just with our business, but with ourselves and with our day, because that's what's going to catapult our business. So be intentional with your day. Every day, the night before, or if you do it in the morning, you can do it in the morning. But look at your day and you know how it's going to go, okay? You know in the morning what you're going to do in the afternoon. So assume the outcome of everything for your day. The same is true with your business. If you're meeting with a potential, say, loyal customer, assume the outcome before you even go to that meeting. No, if you're meeting with a potential distributor, know the outcome of that meeting before you even go in it, because that's going to set your mindset right to deal with what they're looking for and know how to talk to them. So most of the time, we get what we expect. So if you don't assume the outcome and you just think, well, I'm going to meet with them and they might want what I have, well, you probably won't get what you want. So if you expect that your prospects will become customers, so before you go to a party, just assume there's going to be 8 people there. I mean, sometimes we know, sometimes we don't. Or if you're going to a one-on-one, assume the outcome before you even get there. Okay? However, if there's an ounce of fear or doubt in your heart or mind, it will manifest. So pay attention to what you're thinking and what's in your heart, because you can assume the outcome, but on the way to that party, you've got all that fear and doubt going on. then you're not going to get the results that you want from that party. It is possible to be extremely motivated and focused on your business and not achieve your goals. There's something blocking us most of the time. It's self-created doubt, fear, or beliefs. And I get this a lot from distributors saying, I'm doing everything right. I'm focused and I'm motivated and I'm doing what I need to do. Okay. And I read this today and I'm like, this is it. You can be motivated and focused, but if you've got some disbelief or some fear or some doubt in your mind, that's what's wrong. Okay. So example, in the book I'm reading, it's selling with intention. So a lot of people think salespeople are pushy. Okay. So if you're thinking that in your mind and you have that embedded in your mind that you don't like salespeople because they're pushy, well, then you're thinking of yourself as a salesperson and you're not getting the results that you want. So subconsciously you believe it and it will directly correlate with your success. But you can change that if you change your mindset. So instead of saying, I'm a salesperson and I don't like salespeople because they're pushy, change your mindset to, I solve my customers' problems. I care about my customers and I'm helping them solve problems. You're no longer a salesperson, you're helping them solve problems. And focus on your ability. I am statements. They're a great thing. I read them 3 times a day. Don't memorize them, have them written down, because there's a power of writing things down, and have them around your house. I know some people put them on their bathroom mirror. So what does an intentional life look like? In a nutshell, it's dreaming big and reaching your goals, but it only happens one step at a time. You need to break down those goals. It's okay to have big goals, but you need to break them down and then write every step. Now, I went to a little seminar, and she said, it's okay to have 3-year and 5-year goals, but you really should not go out any more than 18 months. Because what happens is you tell yourself, I'll just use this, I'm going to be ambassador by the end of 2018. Well, guess what? Now I can relax because I got all this time to achieve that goal. And then what happens 6 months before, you're scrambling to reach that goal. So keep your goals like within 18 months and then break them down. And one step at a time. I mean, really, I did a video on Legacy Makers about this, I think a month ago. Focus on the next step. Now, when I did that Brady Bunch story, none of us said we were going to be diamond in 2 months. We were all going for ruby, and when that came, then you go higher and then you go higher. So I was listening to a speaker last week, and she said, we always, at the end of the month, we push to get our volume filled and to get to that next level. What about treating the first 15 days of the month like they're the last 15 days of the month? When they did that $9.99 special, it was the last 6 days of the month. And I'm not kidding you, by the time the first came around, I was exhausted because we had poured so much into that 6 days that you're like, oh my God, I need a break. And so if you treat the first 15 days of the month like the last 15, then you're not going to be pushing so hard, and you're going to know what you need for volume, and you're not going to have to go out there and cram. I tell people, you never wait till the last day of the month. If you're going to promote by the 25th, okay? Because the computers are going to get bogged down, and if you've ever tried to promote on the last day of the month and get orders in, it's really tough sometimes. So, but focus on the next step. I'm telling you, if you're on this video and you're an executive, The chart you should be looking at is Ruby, and you may have more names to put in that chart than just Ruby, but that's where you need to pick which ones are actually working, because I like to say work with the workers. But focus on that next step. If you just pull out an emerald or a diamond sheet and you're at executive, it's going to be a long time before you reach that, because you're so focused and you're going to get discouraged, and it happens. I've been in this business for 7 years. That's what happens. Don't burn yourself out. And so that's what I'm shifting to. I'm shifting to the first 15 days are like the last. Write your steps down, because there's a power in writing things down. Visualize. So here's something after the Zoom tonight I want you to do. I want you to stand up and close your eyes. And then I want you to turn 90 degrees, so you're turning backwards, and just pretend you're looking backwards. And so turn a half a circle, face backwards, and imagine that you have reached your goal. So if your goal is diamond, you're a diamond, and you're going to look backwards and you're going to see all the steps that it took you to get there. And I want you to really, really look at those steps and visualize them. And then I want you to turn around and open your eyes and look at yourself, and what did you have to give up? Because sometimes you have to give something up to get where you want to go. And then visualize the steps you took to get where you are, because that's going to really help you focus intentionally on where you want to go. So that's one piece of homework I'm giving you for tonight. Denise has got some other stuff. Write down a timeline for your goal. So if you have a goal and you want to achieve it in 6 months, write it down and then break it down by 6. So then you know what you have to do each month, but then break it down by 4. So you know what you have to do each week. So you know how much time you need to put in your calendar to work on your business intentionally to get what you need to get in that week. Break it down to day. How many appointments are you going to set? So even daily is the best. And like I said, before you meet with a prospect or before you go to an event, assume what's going to happen. I have an event on Thursday, and I can tell you I'm going to get 2 DTs and a loyal customer from that event. I've already been telling myself that all week long. And then on a regular basis, so maybe every night, that goal that you just accomplished, visualize those steps that you took before you go to bed. Because the last thing you think about at night is what you think about during the night. So visualize the steps you took to get there and that you've achieved that. Never promise to solve people's problems, because if it does, if they take something and everybody's body is different and it didn't work, then they're going to go, yep, see, it didn't work. So I like to say under promise and over deliver. I always tell people everybody's body is different, but people have great results with this. So there's wants versus needs. So what wants really stand for is want a new terrific solution. Okay, the first letter of everything. A need is not even encompassing the desired solution. So a lot of people focus on the needs of what people want and not the want. When you focus on giving customers what they truly want, then we solve their problems and we have customers for life. So a lot of times people will say, well, I need this or I want this. And you know what? If they really want something bad enough, they'll give up a need for a want. So think of what you're doing there. Another thing is ask for referrals. When you've got happy customers because you solved a problem for them, ask for a referral. You don't get it unless you ask. So I'm going to close my part with another quote by Wallace D. Wattles that I read, and I just love this. It's by thought, the thing you want is brought to you, but by action, you receive it. So you can think about it and it will be, the thought comes to you, but you don't actually receive it until you put the action in. So that's what I have with mindset. Remember, your mind it's awesome when you use it the way you should. But if you let fear, doubt in there, you're not going to get the results that you want. So now, Mr. Denise.
Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep.
All right. Sure, and I just got my internet connection is unstable. So you guys got
You're good.
Okay. All right, so I am not Crystal Pearl. I'm not the adorable Crystal. I'm Denise. It's Denise Manny, and I am a Diamond Leader. And I am going to spin off a little bit with what Lori just went over with you. But mine's going to go more into loyal customers and retaining those loyal customers. And I truly believe in the whole mindset game. I mean, this business is 90% mindset. I will tell you that I do a lot of parties and I do a lot of events. And one of my favorite things to do on my way to these events and parties is I love Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn is one of my favorites, and Tony Robbins. And I have CDs and I listen to them in my vehicle. A lot of people, you might listen to music to get all jammed up and excited to go. I like to listen to those on my way, especially to events and to parties, because when I can do that and I'm soaking that in and I'm telling myself the whole way there, I'm not leaving this house unless I have 4 loyal customers and 1 distributor, or 1 distributor that has 4 loyal customers and 400 qualified blank. That is what my mindset is every time I walk into somebody's home. And I will tell you that my closing ratio is about 98% of everybody I meet at a party. So I truly do believe in mindset, So you go into these events, or these parties, and you get these loyal customers signed up. What next, right? You need to remember that this is your business, and when these people choose you as their distributor, you need to retain those customers. That is your residual income. That's the income that you're going to make every single month on your 15th check. So following up and taking care of those customers is crucial. So if they signed up today being the 15th of August, you're going to want to put it in your calendar to follow up with them on the 10th or 11th of next month, September. First of all, you're going to want to, when I sign up loyal customers, I like to, however I sign them up. So if it was in person or by Facebook Messenger, text message, I always say, what's the best way to contact you, or how do you want to stay in contact? Do you mind if I text you? Do you mind if I Facebook message you? However they would like to go, and I will follow up with them. So if I sign them up today on the 15th of August, I'll put it in my calendar. They're going to hear from me about the 10th of September. First of all, the first question I always ask is, hey, did you get your package in the mail? Did you open it up? Are you using it? Because if that box is sitting on their kitchen counter, you can bet 9 times out of 10, the next box is going to sit right next to it, and the next box is going to sit right next to it. So then they're not going to order anything anymore. So you want to make sure that first they're opening that box and they're using that product. So you want to do that every single month. And the first 3 months is crucial because you really want to make that contact with them. Go over questions that they might have. Maybe they ordered the greens to start with and they ordered the berry and they just don't like it. Well, that's when you can say, you know what? Your auto shipment isn't for 5 days. You can change that up. You want to try the chocolate, or maybe you want to try the orange. That way you can, have these conversations with them, find out their other interests, their other goals, things like that. They've now had time to browse the catalog or browse the website, answer those questions, stay in contact, let them know that you are there to help them out. And then after the 3rd month, they do have that option to cancel that auto shipment. They do have that option to shut everything down. But I like to remind them that on that 3rd month, my wording, this is what I use. So this, totally you can make it sound like yourself. I always say, oh my gosh, you just did your 3rd month. Are you not excited? You've just unlocked the wholesale savings for the rest of your life. You are now a loyal customer for the rest of your life. Is that not stinking awesome or what? And I will tell them how many perk points they have built up over that 3 months and that they can use that towards any product that they want to. And then I'll say, you know what's even cooler is if you have 3 more consecutive orders, you're now going to get a $50 bonus. You're going to get $50 in free product credit, and that is on top of whatever you've earned on your consecutive orders. So now you're feeding that desire to try something else. Because my thought is, I'm a mom, and now that I'm a full-time mom, and we all know if your mom's out there, you put your kids and your family first. So what I always say, and the nice thing about this program that I love so much, especially for moms, is that these perk points and this bonus is you can use on yourself. You can try that skin line that you wanted. You can indulge in something that you really want to try and use that product credit towards that. So, you know, if it's a college student, if it's a mother, you know, they don't have much money or they don't like to spend money on themselves. So by pushing those perk points and reminding people where they're at, and where they're getting close to their bonuses and things like that for the $50 or their $150, that's going to make them want to order some more, you know, and I give it a few more, you know, or try a different product. Maybe they didn't like the greens. Try the vitals, you know. I really personally love to get my customers on the core nutrition packs or the vitamins or the we got somebody that's off mute, or the greens, because those are products they're going to use every single month. Those are consecutive orders. Those are products that are in 30-day supply. You're going to retain customers longer that way. I mean, it's been a little over 4 years I've been a distributor, and I have customers that have ordered every single month for the last 4 years. So I mean, my volume is high every single month, and that is because I retain my customers. My customers hear from me every single month, even after their 3rd month. I'm sending them text messages. I also ask them if it's okay if I text them and let them know when there's flash sales and BOGO sales. I said, because this company is literally crazy. I'm not kidding you. We do BOGOs all the time with, you know, buy one, get one free of certain products. We do flash sales, and do you mind if I, you know, send you out text messages and things like that. So I do ask that up front. So I just make sure I'm staying in contact with them. That is my bread and butter to my business. That is my residual income. That's what pays my mortgage payment, and that's what keeps me home with my kids. So, so that is the perk points, but I just push the perk points, you know, and every couple months, even with my old customers, I will just send them a periodic, just little text message and say, hey girl, how you doing? I'm so happy that you're loving the vitamins. Just wanted to let you know that you're up to $112 in perk points, or you're up to $78 in perk points. Just to shoot them a little message like that, or just every other month too, I'll shoot a little message to say, hey, how's it going? Any questions? Want to try anything new or something like that? You know, you don't have to send the same messages every single month, but just as long as you're in contact with them every month so that they know that you're still there and you're still working for them. That's a big thing. The other thing too, when Lynn says referrals, loyal customers are your best place to go for referral business. Every single time I sign up a loyal customer, every single time I leave them with 3 Blitz cards or 3 business cards, and I tell them I love referral business. This is all I do. This is, you know, what keeps me home with my kids. And if you know anybody that I can help with any products, you know, please share my name with them. And for every 4 referrals that you send me, that either sign up as a loyal customer or purchase a wrap for me, I said, for every 4 loyal customers that you send me, or every 4 people that you send me that sign up as a loyal customer or purchase a wrap for me, I will give you a free wrap. Because if they send me 4 people and 2 of them sign up as loyal customers, but 2 of them are wrap sessions, one-on-one sessions, I will tell you, when you get that wrap on somebody, 99% of the time they're going to sign up as a loyal customer. So there, right there, I got 4 loyal customers. I got 2 wrap rewards. What's a free wrap? That's nothing to me. So especially when I'm paying $25 for a bag of them. So referral business is huge, and I always do that. Even when I send out my bulk emails or bulk texts and stuff like that, at the end of it, I say, I love referrals. Don't forget, I love referrals. So they all know that, and that's just, so I couldn't push that more, because the best business you are ever going to get in this company is referral business. So So that is on the loyal customers and staying in contact. And I don't know, any questions on that? I guess I kind of went through that awful fast, but you guys can put, should we go to questions? We'll go to questions and then I have a challenge for everybody. Any questions for Lynn and I? I couldn't hear this enough. Do you love this one? Love you, Janessa. Is she still on? I don't see her.
She is awesome.
All right. If you have a question, you can go ahead and unmute yourself and then just ask. What time is it? We kind of went through fast, huh?
It's 9:30.
Oh. No questions? Dead air? All right. Well, that's what, all we had tonight. But I mean, literally, this has been like Lynn said, and I get first dibs on that book, Lynn. So when you're done, this business is 90% mindset. I mean, if you go into a party telling yourself, I'm getting 4 loyal customers, or I'm signing up a distributor and she's going to have a 400 qualified lead when I walk out of this house, or I'm going to an event and I'm going to get 75 leads, whatever it may be, that if you're going to tell yourself that, you're going to do it. But if there's any doubt out there, that doubt is like the devil. I mean, it's going to play its card and it's going to play it hard. So just stay positive. Everything in this life happens for a reason, and you just got to learn with it and go with it and have fun. So there is a huge opportunity on Tuesday, the 29th of August, for all of you to attend in Minneapolis-St. Paul area, the One Team, One Mission, and Pam Sauter, the queen herself, will be there. There is no excuse. I mean, plugging in and getting to this event is huge. If you have not gotten your ticket already, you need to get your ticket. This isn't the biggest wrap party that you will ever go to. I mean, this is amazing. And just to hear the company and the history and Pam herself and the easy steps to success and some tips and tricks on how to get it going, there's no excuses to going. I mean, you go, what is it? You show up, you go up. I mean, if you really have some goals and you want to go up in this business, you need to show up. And we're going to challenge you tonight. When you go in to buy your ticket, I want you to get at least 2 guest tickets. The guest tickets are free. They can't be distributors. They have to be guests. So when you go in tonight, I want you all to go in tonight. You can tag me and Lynn on it when you get your ticket, because we want you to get your ticket. Get 2 guest tickets, and we're challenging you to bring at least 1 guest to this event on the 29th, Tuesday. So if you are local, there is really no excuse not to show up, and it's going to be huge. So and make sure you stop and say hi to me and Lynn.
Yeah. And also bring extra money for the It Works Gives Back. I've got the bags here, and for the distributors to go in on, and then we have bags for guests. And I'm not kidding you, they are awesome. And I'm still getting more stuff to put in there, so it's going to be awesome. But here's what I'm doing right now. I mean, I have intentionally set that I'm going to do 10 follow-ups a day. And what I'm doing is, I'm telling them about this August 29th event. And I'm inviting them, and I'm telling them, I have 5 guest tickets. Would you like to be one of the 5? Even if you just want to come and hear what they have to say, I know that when they hear Pam Sauter talk, they're going to sign up. I know that. But, no pressure, just come. But you can start using that with you. If you have any potential distributors, you get on them and you tell them you have a ticket for them for August 29th. Please come. I'd love to have you be my guest. Remember, it's all about them. It's not about us. And just remember that throughout your whole business, because I get people coming, some people from other teams, and they're like, my upline only wants me to promote so she can promote. And you know what? Take it off yourself. Jim Rohn, I love him too. And he says, if you help enough other people get what they want, what you want just appears, okay? So use that this August 29th. Pam Souter doesn't come here all the time. I think it's been a year or two since she's been here. So use that for your follow-ups and say, hey, there's this awesome event going on. I would love to have you as my guest. Make them feel special. It's about them. It's not about I'm in a challenge and I need to bring a guest. Let them know that you really want them to come, because then they're going to feel really special and then they're going to want to join your team.
Right. Right. There was a question. Katie had asked a question, if you're in a slump, what's your first steps to get back into it? Well, I would tell you to get to an event. To get to an event and to get a wrap on or get a wrap onto somebody else. Once you get that wrap on somebody, or once you put that wrap on yourself, that's going to help you change your mindset, because you're going to, visibly see it, feel it, hear it, everything. But the one thing about events that is huge, and this really hit home when we went to that boot camp in Michigan, and I can't remember who said it. Well, I think it was Mike Patello, actually. But, either an event needs you or you need that event, because your business could be hopping and you could be like rolling in the loyal customers or signing distributors left and right. That event needs you, because you need to show up and you need to share that excitement with everybody else in that room. You might be in a slump. You might not be knowing where you want to go next. You might have had a bad month. You might have signed up 10 distributors last month and nobody's doing nothing. Well, you know what? You need that event, because you need to go and you need to sit there and you need to plug in and feel that excitement and that energy, because guess what? You're not the only one that's happening to. You're not. I mean, it happens this business is not like this. This business is like this. You're going to have your ups, you're going to have your downs, you're going to have your, you're going to have your excitement, you're going to have the nights that you cry. But guess what? It's worth it, because at the end of the day, not only have you changed yours and your family's lives, but you're changing your team's lives and people around you. So, so either an event needs you or you need an event. So if you're feeling down and out, this is the time to get online, buy that ticket, and show up, because it's going to be worth it. It always is. I feel so filled up, even if it's a Tuesday or a Tuesday night Zoom. You need that.
And I'm just a minute. I'm going to add to that is, call your upline or find a sideline. It doesn't have to be upline, but, call somebody to, when you get that belief from them that they believe in you, then you're just like going. But a lot of times what happens is I can tell when team members are in a slump, because I can see what they're doing or not doing. And, I will try to reach out if I think they're in a slump and, hey, what's going on? And then that's when you invite them, to the team Zoom, or, at least monthly, the team meeting. Get them there so that they can feed off of everybody in the room. The team meetings are great. The last one, to see all the new people there was awesome. So, but, reach out to your upline, or find a sideline that, just can pour right into you.
And we're not having a team meeting this month. There's no team meeting this month. It is the 29th on Tuesday, the One Team, One Mission. So,
can I chime in real quick?
Yep, go for it.
All right, so I'm Naomi. Been in the business a year and a half now, and I have hit the biggest slump I ever have with the business. So I just wanted to chime in really quick. And I made it a point to go to a lot of events, and every event that I go to is just unreal for me. It relights my fire. It makes me relive and realize why I'm doing what I'm doing for my family. But most importantly, when I go to these events, team meeting, the Zooms, and then bigger corporate events, is the relationships I build with people. Because I have hit a huge slump, and a lot of people that know me in the business know Lynn is one of the people I always turn to whenever I am in a slump, or I just need some knowledge or some motivation or what to do on the next step. Lynn is my number one person to go to in the business. So, and I'm not on Lynn's team. So I just want to make it a point that when you do go to events, also put yourself out to meet at least 1 or 2 people minimum in the biz, because this morning was probably one of my hardest. I was too much in thought in my own head, and it was more negative thoughts, and I got to get Lynn on the phone. Was it this morning? No, yesterday morning. I don't know. My day's been crazy. Yesterday. And to get Lynn on the phone was just unreal, and she set a block of time apart for me on Friday to meet up with me one-on-one and then get me right back to where I left off a month ago when I started my slump. And then, of course, the event on the 29th is what's going to really bring my fire. But I just want you guys to know that there's so many people in this business, and if you connect with them and they know who you are and they get to see what you're worthy of and everything, those are the people that you can plug back into to help rebuild that fire. I didn't know where to start, but I know my number one place to restart is posting on Facebook again. I started my 2-day cleanse and probiotic again today. And then my meeting with Lynn on Friday is just going to relight me. So I just wanted to put that in there.
You're awesome. So sweet.
You're awesome. Oh, Sideline Sisters are the best. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Can I add to that too? Sorry.
Of course.
Silent Sisters have saved me in this business for sure. But one thing, events are literally amazing, you guys. We can't tell you that enough. But my issue would be, okay, I'm lit, I'm fired up, like I'm excited, but then I go into a downward slope again. And the thing that always makes me bounce back is I literally I think to myself, what other business, what other hobby, what other type of thing could I do that could get me all of these things that I want? Because there's literally nothing out there else that could get you what you want. You can't, yes, okay, you can sacrifice your freedom of time to make money if you have a job. You know what I mean? There's just so much that this opportunity gives you, and there's too much to risk by not trying. And it's just, what other option do you have to get the freedom of time, to be able to write your own paychecks, to be able to travel and write it off, and all this stuff? It's just, there's so many more benefits than not. So that's what kind of relights my fuel when I'm getting down on myself. And because there's literally nothing else that I could live this life with.
I'm going to throw this out there because I signed a distributor during the $9.99 special, and she was on maternity leave, okay? And she just went back to work a week ago, but she was dreading it, and she's like, I got to get this business going. And I said, okay, you have a month until you go back to work, right? And she's like, yeah. I said, then every day, wake up like tomorrow is the day you have to go back to work. And I said, you're going to be sick to your stomach thinking that, oh my God, I got to leave this baby and go to work tomorrow. And I said, that is going to drive you. That your why has got to have a burning desire in your gut. I mean, Janessa, if you had to wake up and go, oh my gosh, I got to go back to a 9 to 5 with those 2 kids, you would be sick to your stomach. And so, find that why. Why are you doing this business? To really help fuel you. But, reach out to somebody. There's, Naomi, I'm meeting with her on Friday. I have no financial gain off of her. Kristen and I meet at the Anoka Caribou, and there's no financial gain there. I had Denise crying and Janessa, but where were we, Denise? Were we in Chicago? And we were just talking about her why, and I just started digging into her, and I had her in tears. And you know what? She came back and she went diamond. I mean, it is just, and there's no financial gain there. You know what? We're all here to help. And I know that if some of my team members, I wasn't at Green Carpet because I was doing an event with Lori. but I knew that I had a new team member going, and I did not worry one bit about not being there with her, because I knew that all these people from this team, and they were great with her and included her. I mean, you guys, really, there's enough people in this business that you can't tell me you can't find somebody to reach out to.
No, we're all
So, yeah. So we believe in you probably before you believe in yourself. But like I said, the mindset in this book I'm reading, oh, I left it downstairs. It's called Selling with Intention. And it's how to learn the mindset tools to double or triple your sales in a year. And it's by Ursula Mentjes. And I mean, it's a cool book. It's in my purse. That thing's not leaving my purse. Denise, you don't get mine, I'll buy you one, because it's good. It's highlighted, it's written on, but it's all about mindset, and truly, we have something nobody else has.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Very true. All right. So go buy your tickets and tag us.
Yep.
Challenge you to bring one guest and make sure you say hi to us.
Yes. I'll be at the gifts back table.
Yep. All right. Well, that's all we had for you guys tonight. So any other questions? Real quick, anything else before we call her a Tuesday night?
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you very, very, very much. Bye. You guys have a good night. I'm going to stop the recording.